Hello YouTube, it's M1NDxBEND3R here, and it's time to start off 2016 with some girl power. This is Blueshifter, the first of the Autobots of this year, and as you can see, she does turn into another car, but this one kind of feels a little different than some of the other cars I've designed, at least in my opinion. It's got a very sleek and sporty kind of feel to it, especially with these curves along the side and the way the hood is curved as well. It just looks like some kind of high-performance European sports car, and I'm really happy with how it looks. The color scheme was heavily influenced by an Autobot named Skids from the IDW comics, and yeah, there's really not much else to it. I just like how Skids' color scheme works, so I tried it out on Blueshifter. You can fit a minifigure inside her. Just take the roof off, grab your minifigure, and put him inside like so. You got to raise his hands because it's kind of a tight fit, but there you go. Put the roof back on, and he sits quite happily inside. Rolls nicely, and just overall, I'm again very happy with it. The only downside was the way the design worked out. The back is kind of hollow, and you can see parts of her legs, but doesn't bother me that much because from every other angle, I think it looks pretty good. So that's about it for car mode. Let's get to transformation. Blueshifter's transformation isn't too complicated, and actually I find it kind of fun. It takes a lot of design cues from a lot of other builds of mine, so, you know, it's kind of interesting. To start off, you come to the back and disconnect the panels from the sides, like so. And when you do that, you want to take this piece right here and turn it sideways. That's kind of more important than you think. Do it again on this side, and make sure it's turned sideways. Next, you're going to come to the back, and you're going to flip these panels up, like so. You're going to disconnect this whole back section, and it's very tight, so it can be a little tough, but you got to rotate that around. Bring the camera up. Alright, and now you just kind of leave that there for now. Coming up to the top, you're going to... There we go. Now you can see what's going on. Take these two pieces and split them. And they're going to come down to become her shoulders. Just like that. And now these pieces right here, I'm going to flip backwards to become her arms. And that's why you have to fold this piece in, otherwise these don't fold away cleanly. So, like that. Now you come to her legs, split them in half, like so. And this is one of my favorite parts of her transformation, is you come back here and these actually fold in. So that's nice. They don't get these big blocks hanging off her legs, they just fold nice and clean. Gonna straighten out her legs. And last but not least, you bring down her torso, disconnect it from here, swing that down, fold out the hood, flip up her head, and there is Blueshifter in her robot mode. So I'll just say it right off the bat. I love Blueshifter's robot mode. She looks feminine enough without being too dainty or kind of frail looking like a lot of other fembots tend to be. And I really like that. The way her arms look they just make her look kind of athletic, and she still looks dangerous, you know? She looks like she could take just about anyone in a fight and win. And that's what I like about her. I also am a big fan of how her head looks. I kind of used these silver pieces to make it look like she has like a pair of earrings on. She's got like kind of a ponytail at the back, just to add a little extra bit of femininity? Sure, that's a word. Let's assume that's a word. Anyway, as far as articulation goes, you see she's got ball-jointed legs, forward, back, in, out, you know, ball-jointed knee, and kind of a double-jointed knee slightly. I mean, you can get a good amount of curl there. Her shoulders are on these kind of ball joints down at the base, and then they can move a little bit on the outside, but not a whole lot. So really forward and back is all you're going to get out of her shoulders. You can go a little bit out, but her shoulder pads kind of get in the way of most of that. Got a hinge elbow. So her arms are the most limited part of her, but they're not unposable, which is nice. Her head is on a T-joint, up and down, left to right, as per the usual. So, pretty posable. And like I said, you're standing again. Like I said before, I just really love how this robot mode turned out. As far as weapons go, Blueshifter is pretty heavily armed. Of course, she comes with a normal rifle. Nothing super special there, just clips into her hand. She looks pretty good holding that. But, because I like to think of her as some kind of Autobot assassin, and because she has kind of a athletic look to her, I decided to give her some melee weapons as well. And so I built her these. A pair of crazy, underslung, slightly anime-inspired, sci-fi looking swords that just clip into her hands like this. And like I said, they're pretty weird looking, pretty alien, but they look good. She looks dangerous with them. Looks ready to chop off some faces. Just run through a hallway and cut a bunch of Decepticons in half. I like how those look. But, if I'm honest, my personal favorite thing to do is to simply flip out the backs of her arms, kind of de-transform her a little bit, and give her a big old pair of battle hooks. Because what's scarier than a fembot with some battle hooks coming straight your way? I mean, look at these. Just wrap that around some Decepticon's head and tear it off, or climb up a building. I don't know what's so scary about that, but she could do it, man. Look at her. Hooks! And since I'm sure people will ask for it, here she is with her sister-in-arms, Widow. Alright guys, until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment and tell me what you thought of Blueshifter. I've been M1NDbender, and I'll talk to you later.